my SRP question was, does Christianity contribute more to the destruction or construction of civil rights? Alright, so, side story first that kind of has to do with the topic at hand. So, I was raised in a very strict Christian family, where we prayed before meals, prayed before bed, we always went to church, and in addition to that, I went to a Catholic school where we did even more praying in class, religion class, went to church on Fridays, and I learned that, God does a lot of good things. He helps people in need, he helps people that are, they're hungry, they're naked, clothe the naked, feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty and stuff. So I was like, alright, I guess if God is really helpful to all these people, then he'll give me an A on that math test, and I don't even have to study for it. And seeing as to how I got D's and C's in a lot of my classes in elementary school, that didn't really work out very well. So after a while, I kind of just came to realize that God doesn't just grant wishes like that, just out of nowhere. So I started to do a little bit of research after 8th grade, and when I was kind of taken out of that really religious atmosphere, and I was kind of just able to just kind of do my own research and whatever. And I kind of came to the conclusion that if God of the Bible is really such a nice guy, then why don't all these good things happen in reality? In theory, it's good, but realistically, I don't really see a lot of that proof. So I kind of just went along and did my own research, and there are three three topics that I went over to see if Christianity really does contribute to the construction of civil rights and the betterment of our quality of life. So the first thing that I went to when I was doing the research was televangelism. If you ever went on Sunday, if you ever turned on a TV, then you'll probably see this guy. He's really popular, Joel Osteen, and you can see his whole congregation and the screen being televised on TV. So I thought, oh man, if all these people are going to see him, then obviously he's doing something good for society, and obviously he's contributing something really important that would increase the quality of our life and civil rights. But, I mean, this guy is worth $20 million, and I couldn't really find anything that he really did that was great for society. It's the same with a lot of televangelists, like this guy named Creflo Dollar. He, just like his name would say, he has a lot of dollars. And he was banned from Scotland because basically what he does is take people's money and he buys private jets. And he doesn't really do anything important with that money. He just feeds himself, and he doesn't bother giving it to people in need like you would do if you were a good pastor. And it's the same thing with a guy named Mike Murdoch, who told people that literally if you just give him money, money will just appear out of nowhere. And obviously that was a lie. Same thing with this guy named Oral Roberts. He said that if you give him money, he'll send you packages of these crackers that if you eat them, he'll take away your financial problems, he'll take away all your illnesses, all your family issues. Didn't happen. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, and really it seems to me that televangelism isn't really what helps society, but we can't really cross out the fact that Christianity doesn't help. There's still other places where we can see the impact of Christianity on society. So, next slide. I next came to the Bible itself, the book that people obey. And you can see by this wonderful list of wonderful quotes here that the Bible isn't exactly the greatest book of all time. Matthew 5:28 states that simply staring at a person and thinking, man, she's hot, or man, he's hot, that's a sin, and it's adultery. Sounds kind of crazy, seeing as to how teens are kind of, looking around at people and thinking, man, they're hot. So I guess a lot of us are kind of screwed in that way. And also Timothy 2:11 states that women can hold no authority over men unless they're like a woman figure. So female teachers, Mark 12:19 states that if you die, your brother has the rights to marry your wife, and he's obligated to do that. Sounds pretty crazy. And it just keeps going on and on. Women have to cover their hair during prayer. If you disobey God, he makes you eat your children. Unmarried, non-virgin females must be stoned to death. And right here, we can see the Bible kind of throws women under the bus a lot. It's not the greatest place to look for advancements towards society and the contribution towards civil rights. Because if you ask me, I wouldn't really want to read in a book that tells me that I have to eat my children. So if you go to the next slide, we can see this wonderful group called the Westboro Baptist Church. I'm pretty sure a couple of you have heard about them. A wonderful website called God Hates derogatory term for gaypeople.com. And basically what this group of people believes is that everybody that doesn't believe in their ways, and everybody that doesn't follow their beliefs, is going to hell. Like, no matter if you're a Jew, a Christian, they hate Christians, and Muslim, gay people, they hate politicians because conflict creates dissent, and dissent to them is a sin. So we see that these people contort the Bible, and they just take it in such a radical way that even the KKK, they hate them. They've said on like occasion that we don't believe in these people, and we think that these people are absolutely insane. So, could you take the slide, please? So long story short, the conclusion that I came to in this whole question of is it good for society or not is that there's no real answer. Pretty anticlimactic. And like basically, it's a yes or no thing. Because if you say that yes, it's bad for society, and you're only looking at all the bad parts, then it kind of like throws away all the good parts, like Jesus and how he said, you know, you have to share all your stuff, share the wealth. He was something, he would be like something that we believe in as like communism. He wanted everyone to share, he wanted everyone to have equal things. And so Jesus wants everyone to share, Jesus wants you to clothe the poor, feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty. He said to respect like foreigners, respect the sojourner, you know, like the immigrants. He wants people to be open to immigration. He wants all these good things, but people, they kind of push that stuff aside, especially when it comes to like money and televangelism in the Westboro Baptist Church. And people just stating that, oh, the Bible only says bad things. But also if you say that the Bible only says good things, then you're forgetting that there is a bad side to it, and that we have to also respect that. So when you look at the two sides together, if you try to like put them together, you can have a belief in which you acknowledge that, hey, it's kind of bad. Like, there is bad parts to it, and we kind of have to address that, but also there's good parts to it, and we can't just ignore that, because it can help us do good things for society. As long as we respect the bad side, and we respect the good side as well, I think that it can do good things for us, and that it can be very helpful in the future.